You know how it goes. A lot of guys spend their 20s and 30s on the grind building careers, chasing success, thinking that once they make it, everything else will just fall into place. But then they hit 40, and a surprising number are still single. And here's the twist. It's usually not because they can find someone. For a lot of accomplished men, the math has quietly changed. Peace now outweighs passion. This isn't just a feeling, the data backs it up. The share of never married adults over 40 has surged in recent decades. So today, we're breaking down the 10 psychological reasons why more successful men are choosing to stay single not out of bitterness, but out of clarity. First up, the sovereignty of self. At its core, this is a deep need for independence. By the time a man hits 40 and has built something real, he's also built a life where he calls the shots, his time, his money, his decisions. He's not being selfish, he's protecting the autonomy he spent decades earning. A serious relationship, by its very nature, demands constant compromise. And for some, that starts to feel less like a partnership and more like a tax on their freedom. Reason number 2, the fortress of comfort. Simply put, his life just works. He's got his routines down, a circle of solid friendships, and a home that feels like a genuine sanctuary. It's peaceful. So the idea of bringing someone new into that perfectly balanced ecosystem, it feels risky, not just logistically, but emotionally. Will she respect his space? Will she add to his calm? Or will she disrupt it? For many, the peace they already possess is worth far more than the gamble of a maybe great relationship. The third reason is the ghosts of relationships past. Past trauma weighs heavy. Maybe it was a brutal divorce, a painful betrayal, or a long, drawn-out relationship that just crumbled into dust. These aren't just memories, they're real wounds that shape your future behavior. After watching your world get turned upside down once, you naturally become more cautious. Staying single isn't about being cynical, it's an act of self-preservation. He's not closed off to love, he's just done surviving heartbreak. Fourth, we have the armor of invulnerability. From a young age, men are often taught to be the rock, strong, unshakable, the one who holds it all together. That armor is incredibly useful in the boardroom and in business, but it's toxic for intimacy. By 40, this defense mechanism is so ingrained that the act of opening up can feel dangerous, like you're handing over your only shield. So he stays guarded not always by conscious choice, but by deep-seated habit. And if a real connection requires tearing down that wall, he might just decide the price is too steep to pay. And the fifth reason, his standards have sharpened. This isn't born from ego, but from experience. He's seen insincerity, he's navigated drama, he's recognized the games people play. And his tolerance for all of it? It's dropped to zero. He's not looking for a fleeting spark anymore, he's screening for genuine emotional maturity, unwavering loyalty, and true alignment of values. He knows, from experience, that the wrong person can cost him far more than simply being alone. So yeah, he's picky, and it's on purpose. If any of this is resonating with you, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. On this channel, we dig into the real, unfiltered side of modern life and relationships, no fluff, just truth. Now, let's get into the next 5 reasons. The 6th reason is an unwavering focus on his mission. For many successful men, their work isn't just a job, it's a legacy they're building. Time and energy feel finite, so every hour is invested with intention. Relationship drama? That feels like a major distraction, a diversion from the path. He'll only seriously consider a partner if she enhances his mission, if she's a true collaborator, not someone who derails his focus. He's not choosing loneliness, he's choosing purpose. Number 7, a rejection of outdated roles. The old script that says success equals being the provider in a traditional marriage? A lot of guys are questioning that narrative. They don't want to be valued primarily for their wallet. Not after they've worked so hard on building a multifaceted identity. He's not against partnership, he's against being forced into transactional roles. Until he finds a relationship built on true equality and mutual respect for who he is as a person, he's good on his own. The eighth reason is a growing trust deficit. Trust is a rare currency, and it's hard to come by. After experiencing betrayal, either his own or watching his friends go through it, he's naturally wary. When you've built something substantial, you become acutely aware that some people might see you as a target. So he finds himself constantly wondering, is she into me, or is she into my lifestyle? That persistent skepticism creates a barrier that blocks true intimacy from forming. And in the end, staying self-reliant just feels safer. Ninth on our list, an underdeveloped emotional skill set. Think about it. The same laser focus that helped him build a career may have meant his relationship skills took a backseat. Things like active listening without immediately trying to fix the problem, being comfortable sitting with uncomfortable feelings, navigating conflict without needing to control the outcome. He might be a seasoned pro at work, but a complete novice in love. After a few failed attempts and stumbles, some men simply conclude, I'm better off in the arena where I'm competent. And finally, the 10th and most powerful reason, he has learned the ultimate value of peace. He's built a rich, fulfilling life on his own terms, filled with friends, passions, and a sense of purpose. For him, alone doesn't mean lonely. In fact, solitude has become his greatest luxury. It's the space where he can think, create, and recharge. At this stage, a new relationship has to offer something truly extraordinary to be better than the peace and contentment he already has. So he stays single not by default, but by deliberate choice. Because for him, peaceful solitude beats compromised companionship every single time. So as you can see, it's rarely about a lack of options. It's a quiet internal calculation, freedom over friction, clarity over chaos. These men aren't broken. They've just reached a point in life where they've decided that in today's world, their peace of mind is the ultimate prize. Do you agree? Disagree? Have you seen this play out in your own life or with people you know? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if you found this honest breakdown helpful, be sure to check out our other video on how modern relationships are really changing. Thanks so much for watching.